We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between these road warriors and the Cincinnati Bengals. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking a sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material.
Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. Starting from the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy.
Ball's out, Burrow lost it, and they scoop it up, time to push for the line. And this one, not surprisingly, brought the loss of yards as they had to scramble to even get that football back. So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and long.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Good trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push the line. And they retain possession, so that's a positive. But that's the end of it, Brock. They lost yardage on that fumble. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, now they got to be special.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made a little shy of midfield. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from this performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but took great care of the football. And, of course, he cares less about those 2 numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Throw right side, caught by Njoku. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Lamar now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Jackson yet again. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
The Bengals all set to go for their 2nd drive. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
And the Bengals.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Right back to Pacheco. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Zach Bond with the tackle.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Gain of 9 yards. That's good for our Bengals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Burrow from the gun. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And the stop is made at the 32, so give him almost enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 9 brings up.
Burrow's going to sneak it. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
4th down.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. It's a 48-yard look for him. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's our first look at the rookie out of Mississippi State. And he gets him around 6 there. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. We've set it downs from the 37. They go play fake with Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a new set of downs. First down throw for Jackson. He'll try and run this. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's another Brooklyn first down. 1st and 10.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Dive play straight ahead. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's got it. Complete to Pickens. And they have this this well into the red zone now at the 15. A pickup of 17, and that gives them a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of it.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
And that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and long for him here. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
First down and goal to go.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he's in for the touchdown. The Black Knights pull ahead 6-3 in the first. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
That one right down the middle. And the Black Knights take a 4-point lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Bengals are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. One play action here. Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Burrow out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
You just get the play off. Here's a screen sound for Pacheco. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. And on 4th down, they're about ready to punt. He has it at the 22. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Black Knights and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he's been more than just his passing touchdowns this season. In fact, you can see it right here. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing scores late in the campaign. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson looking to throw. Connects with Bateman. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's good for a Brooklyn first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Brooklyn.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Jackson hit pass wide. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill in the Bengals territory.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
Lamar throwing again.
The Bengals 47 yards.
Little off centers, man, just couldn't adjust to it.
Jackson's back.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
For David Njoku. The coverage by Demetrius Knight.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Lester finds the football complete. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30.
17 yards. And a Brooklyn first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
That's complete right side. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Second and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
And again, it's Jackson.
23-yard line.
Steps up and he's running with it. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. Well, you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
And a Brooklyn first down.
Looking inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The sack defense has got to be feeling good. Here comes second and 12. Lamar now from the gun. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Lamar back to throw. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer. What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year, and I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Connects on the crosser. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 26 yards there. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And this this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's this at the 6. He dodged the tackle, and he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Black Knights and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And it's been impossible to contain this guy as both a passer and a runner all season. Late in the year, look, he's the leader among quarterbacks in rushing yards. First down, here's Lamar. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was David Njoku. And it sets up second down. From the gun, Jackson. Finds him on the crossing route. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
That's good. First down. A gain of 13 yards.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is second down and 18. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. That throw looking for LeJontay Wester. So they're left facing third and long. Here he goes, third and long. He's going to run for it. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Third and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Lamar off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium on the other side. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And this one does not get close. He stopped after 3, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Now is Tyler Luke for the field goal attempt. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. So when Reed, it's Pacheco. Shoots away from one. And what a big play that was on first down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back.
Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Burrow from the gun. Completed over the middle. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
A 5-yard gain.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Has his man. It's Pacheco. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
That one finds his man, likely. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 43.
That's good for the Bengals.
To the air again, it's Burrow. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. He's got it right side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. And he could have a free play here. Oh no, he lost control of another one. And he's fortunate to cover it himself, but the clock's still running as we count down to halftime. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down.
Still 1st down.
Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder.
41-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. It is week 13.
We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go. Plowing up the middle. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. He got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Brock.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line with this defense.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Burrow setting up the play action. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grab the lead on their first series of the half. T. Higgins, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals push their lead to 3.
16. Black Knights, 13.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Making some progress here. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Now outruns their offense to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So first down from the 41. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
One drawn up here for Lamar. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone on first. And cut in the end zone for the touchdown. The Black Knights take a third-quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Black Knights take a 4-point lead.
Black Knights 20. Bengals 16.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Palmer. This makes it up to the 25. The Bengals are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And he just keeps on catching passes here in the second half. It seems like we're going to remember his work there from this game more than what he's done from the backfield. Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10. He gives it to Pacheco to start the drive. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 6.
Burrow to the air now. Right side cut by Higgins. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
And the Bengals first down.
Burrow on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
A gain of 4. It's now
Second down run by Pacheco. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bengals have a first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Now Burrow. Lost control of another one. But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one. And yes, they did. Bengals football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's a gain of 6.
On third down, here's Burrow. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. Defense contains him. That's going to force fourth down as he's dropped for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Punting unit out now. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Black Knights offense and LeJohntay Western ready to go once again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Now a give on the counter. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to the well again. Finds room to the 30. And he's all the way forward to the 37-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that's going to bring up first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down.
New set of downs from 37. Lone back gets the handoff. They cobble together a yard there. It's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
He was brought down by Nolan Smith. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. And a Brooklyn first down.
Another carry for him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 46.
Changing it up here, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
7 yards.
Going deep here for the end zone. Oh, put way too much on that one, Brock. The end zone and out. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 4th down. Here comes the Black Knights punt team. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
It's Pacheco again. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Teddy Buchanan. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the draw, it's Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Middle of the field, and he's got Chase. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Running right is Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 1.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Burrow's going to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing is Burrow. Short pass Bryant. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Complete to Isaiah Likely. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Looking to throw, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Throw here, 3rd down. Catch is made, but he is out of the back of the end zone. Could not get his feet down, partner. This one's going to end up incomplete.
On the coverage.
Desperation time here. Intercepted in the end zone. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Black Knights come up with a turnover and hold strong on 4th down.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
This offense making its way back out now. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Jackson keeping it himself. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Running it after the penalty. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's good for a Brooklyn first down.
First down now, ball at the 33. Right up the gut. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Back-to-back carries here. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Brooklyn.
Hand off to the back. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Lamar now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. So it's a pickup of 4 yards. And that is good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, here's Lamar. He'll try and run this, and they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That's Wester on the catch. Gain of about 8 here, nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up.
Here's Lamar on the sneak. He's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Brooklyn first down. 2 yards on the play.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Now it's Lamar. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Third and just 2 to go.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Lamar's going to keep this one. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. This time it's a passing play. That one connects. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Black Knights holding a 4-point lead. Flying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. There's a give, left side. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
Tyler Luke on for the field goal. A 19-yard
Cracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
16.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
On the return, here's Palmer. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Setting up to pass. All in left side. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Not hurrying this to the line.
A 7-yard gain.
And he spikes it to stop the clock just before we reach that 40-second mark. Just over 40 seconds to play as they line up. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. Throw left side, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw it. Loses it again. And it's picked up by the defense. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
Now this offense getting set to work here. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row.